ka jingbam dan nongrim ka jongu MLA MDC ka so yang constituency bolongru menteri sarkar katnat district council affairs ba HDR Lyngdoh kala pelong yo MLA ka West Shillong na ka seng UDP ba Paul Lyngdoh panong hapo ka darbar sandrai jong ka yeng darbar thawan ba ki don bon ki brio ka dang song thu bakla ya kamat halor ka jinge dei ba ki an chna yeng ka muda ku ba Paul habo wanra e ka ti kamat kum ka motion na ka singi ba ar jong ka darbar sandrai ka khatnyo trik nai lor ula ong bakalong ka pathamula banyo i bo menteri sarkar katnat district council affairs DCA ubolong ru MDC ka KGDC ba HDR Lyngdoh pun kala ya kan nongrim laka jong kum menteri bat kum joru kum MDC ba Paul laong uni uju hi ubrio hak jingelang ka kenhon menteri ularai banthau anye kirang ba snong hendre uju hi ubrio hak KGDC pat laong man persya ya ka jing thau an ka sarkar kumtana kalyang ba Paul laong bakala long ka budon kam ya ka sarkar bakan kran shai lor kani ka benta ka balawan ra ya ka jing so kulmar yaki paj ba kanthop ru yautei unong mi khman nakaliang ba Paul ong lom dangin le mardor ya kani kan sapoi ka por baka kashari kan satuklar no sundan hakaba ngila sha kno haki paj ba pangidei tang kinong thau an ba ar pat ka bokong san ka dei kashari ha bishim benta ha kani ka motion ba penchangan NCM na ka congress ubadeu CM ulong baka jingi kle ka jingi tingko ki an kala penkul marjor ki paj ba ula sot eki kindon an joka Meghalaya town an country planning ka baong baka sarkar kamla ban kani eki jaka jongka district council klam ka jing menjur jongka ka jing penbana ya ka an chna yeng shabar ki jaka ka municipal nidon kam bane shai ba eki kindon jongka an panlat ka jing huriura laong ba CM habu jubab ekani ka motion balawan ra do ba Paul nakaliang ka menteri sarkar jongka tanat kampen roy sor ka kong amprin Lyngdoh kala ong bakalong ka beton kam ban yakren ngothu jingmut pat baro panlat na ka jing e kani ka menteri kala ong ka muda ka don kam pentri kam ki kindon jongka nakabanta ka jing singan ju ki pat ba hakar kom shna yeng shna sem.
So when you talk of smart cities, I think the effort should be to concentrate on core infrastructural services like adequate clean water, sanitation, solid waste management, urban mobility, public transportation, affordable housing, and so on and so forth, power supply, IT connectivity. But how do we translate this vision into a reality when we don't even, after more than 40 years of statehood and after villages have mushroomed into towns, we have not even been able to demarcate who has the authority where. And this confusion will get compounded if we are not able to resolve it at the earliest, because come next year, the state will be in an election mode. More and more players will jump into the fray. More and more NGOs will emerge. More and more vested interests will jump in. And I do not know at that point of time whether it will be meaningful to come to this house, because by then, I think the court will be too busy issuing strictures, guidelines, orders, so on and so forth. Therefore, sir, without prolonging my submission, I believe, like Shakespeare said, brevity is the soul of wit. Very briefly, I would submit that let us rise above political considerations, intra-party fight, this need to have implementable building bylaws is not only a need, it is a right of the people of Meghalaya. They have the right, future generations have the right to not only save buildings, but aesthetics. Where's the provision for open spaces, for parks, facilities for children in these mushrooming towns? And if we do not have that kind of a vision, so I'm sorry, smart city will just remain a distant dream. With these submissions, sir, I again reiterate the need for convergence on the part of the state government and the autonomous district councils, taking all stakeholders on board to ensure the safety and that the aesthetics of the growing city and the towns are kept in mind, while also having a long-term plan in mind.
I urge upon all legislators, especially those who have participated in the debate today, to come forward and to merge, to converge, to look at these issues. It would be impossible for us to continue in the rhetorics of going section by section wise, whether it's the DCA Act that supersedes the building bylaw, whether it is the state that is more supreme than the DCA. We have to draw a line. And I'm happy that today that opportunity has come forward. I would like to remind Bapol, the mover of the motion, that in 2004, 5, 6, 7, when you piped the JNNURM dream, probably there were a lot of criticisms then as well. Probably at that time, Speaker Sir, people did say, they're just planning. None of that is ever going to happen. But when you look and you evaluate at performances down the line, successive governments have come forward. And today, we are very, very happy that a dream piped for housing for urban poor in the constituency of the Honorable Mover of the motion, Paul, is shortly going to be made operationalized. Let me tell you one thing, that it is the moral obligation and responsibility of successive governments to ensure that when a dream is piped by any government of the day, that dream should at any cost be pursued so that it may see the light of day. And I am confident. The smart city dream is not a dream that is going to happen today, tomorrow, but it is definitely coming. We have to be prepared. Are we prepared? Honorable Member from Nongkrem this morning, Arden himself has educated himself extensively, even knowing all parameters of the concerns.
I think that is not a right expression. Educated himself. Just correct yourself, please.
Okay. He made an effort to understand the components of the smart city, sir, because every city, every semi-urban area who does not receive a rural scheme is in a dilemma. We've just heard Dr. Jamino say, neither are they in rural supervision of schemes, nor are they in the urban supervision of schemes. Where do they start getting their infrastructure building? This is where you will get some infrastructure building. And this is where we have to prepare ourselves. And in the fitness of things, I think an agency operating for the concerns of evaluation of safety of buildings for safety of citizens is an important parameter. You will have to have safety certifications, you will have to have a master plan, you will have to understand which of the plans or model of plans that the government of India is presenting, which will be suitable for your city. Because cities like Shillong, like many other cities in the country, are cities that have to be remodeled within the given situations of their expansions and existing. So therefore, I believe that we will work with that in mind. We will continue to pipe the dream of a livable city, as the Honorable Chief Minister has said. We do not necessarily want only a smart city. We want a livable city which will be unique on its own grounds. In the event of a smart city, which is the agency that will execute the smart city plan as and when it comes, becomes another very important point. Honorable Member Mr. PM's aim has also highlighted that there are certain sections of acts both at the district council level as well as at the state level which talks about the formations of town committees. Therein lies the convergence. Town committees are going to be the only recognized ULBs that will have to be put in place if any area of Shillong City would be eligible to execute or even become eligible to receive a smart city project. That leaves us with one option ahead, and that is we will have to sit down. We will all have to sit down, all stakeholders will have to sit down. The Government of India today has awarded us the selection to be in a list for the smart city. We will have now to go for complete awareness. We will have to now interface with stakeholders, form citizen forums, form different entities of ULBs, urban local bodies, who will then become caretakers and stakeholders who will take the smart city dream forward.